Hey everybody in YouTube, out in YouTube land, this is Oni. I just want to make a video real quick about Kentaro Miura, or I think it's how you pronounce his last name. I know his first name is Kentaro it's either Miura or Miura. I think that's how you pronounce it. Kentaro Miura. 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 I think that's how you pronounce it. Miura. Kentaro Miura. He wrote the Berserk series. Here's the deluxe versions, volume 1 and volume 2. I'm trying to collect all of the deluxe versions because I've been a Berserk fan since the early 2000s. I mean, like 2002 or 3. I bought the whole collection of the first anime from '97. But Amazon, since he's died recently, all of a sudden all the deluxe editions are sold out now because a bunch of assholes have been trying to buy up all the books. And probably somebody's going to be like, well, if you're such a fan, how come you only got the 2 volumes? Well, first of all, these are 34 to 46 bucks, depending on which volumes you buy. Here's the original retail price, 50 bucks. But Amazon cuts a deal because they buy them in bulk, so they get a deal on them. So they cut you a little deal too. They're beautiful books. It's got a great story about, anger, perseverance, killing demons. It's very dark. Got a lot of sexual things. It's got rape in it. I don't really get down on the rape shit. Some people are kind of fucking sick, and I'm sure they do. I don't really get into the big sexual stuff. I'm more go for the guts, violence, and his defiant attitude, and how gory it kind of is, and killing the demons and things like that. And Guts' never say die attitude. I really like that about it, because a lot of times when I've been depressed and didn't want to go on, I could read Berserk and I'd like, well, I can push through this. Get like a Guts attitude, the real man attitude. Just, persevere, push through all the problems you have. Really persevere through it. And, okay, my room's kind of a mess. Sorry. I got a bunch of manga here that I bought at, Books A Million, because around my area, they're going out of business. Dorohedoro, this is a good series. Very, very good. It's got a show on Netflix. Really awesome. Daikatana, it's a spin-off of Goblin Slayer. It's pretty good, where it's got a samurai as the main guy. He's pretty cool. Golden Kamayu. Golden Kamayu is a good series too. The anime is really good. But I'm talking about Berserk. I just wanted to show that little detail, because some of those books are really good. I've got the original Berserk anime collection from '97. This is the best Berserk anime there is. I've also got the more shittier complete series of the new Berserk series, which kind of goes more into the Black Swordsman's. It's all the Black Swordsman. It's not all the Black Swordsman arc, but it's a lot of it. It goes, I think, into the Berserker armor a little bit. I'm not for sure. I haven't watched it all yet, because it's not as good as the '97 version, but it's not as bad as people act like it is. And I just wanted to show you something else. There's my Guts, Black Swordsman Guts. There's my Berserker armor Guts figure. So, yes, I am a real fan of Berserk. Berserk, I've always loved Berserk. And there's some of my Demon Slayer and Doom things. And there's my son's Funko Pops. Xavier, it's his name. He loves Funko Pops, and he loves his little duck, his little Frodo Quackens is what we call him. But Kentaro Miura was a very important dude in my life, and I'm sure he was in a lot of people's lives. His stories are really good. This just is a really good book. And these are a good buy. If, because you got to think the most mangas, like these, when they're not on sale, which these were 20% off, so they wasn't as expensive as they're about 13, 14 bucks, normally. Some of them are like 15. It depends on I think it depends on the gore factor, but normally they're like $12 to $15. I've got some of the smaller volume, the volume, like the original volumes of Berserk, like the actual manga books that Dark Horse produces in English, because they're produced by Dark Horse here in America, which is a pretty good company. They're one of the first American comic book companies that started doing manga in English for the American market. They're very, very cool, and I really love these oversized Berserk books because the art is really spread out. It's not as small because this is about the Daikatana is about kind of how the size of Berserk would be. So see how, but Berserk is thicker. Like their little volumes, the volumes of Berserk are probably like that much thicker, because you can see in the contents right here, it's the Black Swordsman, the Brand, the Guardians of Desire, Chapter 1. Those are the contents. Let me see if it actually shows. Those are the 3 volumes. Those are the 3 volumes it contains. And this, in Deluxe Edition 2, has 3 volumes. So, let me go to it. Berserk Volume 4, and 5 and 6. And then it goes into here to tells you how the chapters are broken up. The Golden Age Chapter 2, the Golden Age Chapter 3, 4, the Golden Age 5, and 6. If you want to get into a lot of the Black Swordsman stuff, you probably need to pick up Volume 3. That's probably where it starts, in Volume 3. Which, this is Book 2. This is Book 1. And Book 2... So, the first of the Golden Age arc is in Book 2. In the Deluxe Volume 2. Because this is the Guardians of Desire, Chapter 1, is the start of the Golden Age, I think. Because it's Chapter 1. And then when you go into Deluxe Volume 2... So, that right there shows you, right here, how thick the original manga volumes of Berserk are. The Berserk Volume 4 starts on page 5. And the Volume 5 starts on 239. So, there's 230-something pages of Volume 4. So, they're pretty lengthy volumes. They're a good buy. And that's also why Kentaro probably took, we'll see right here. chapter 7, chapter 2, the Golden Age chapter 2. It starts on page 7. The chapter 3 of the Golden Age is on 57. And these are broken up into volumes. Like it would be if you bought the manga. But Kentaro Miura, he was a very cool manga creator. He explored very dark themes. Guts is molested, actually sold to a dude by his foster father, Gambino. Guts is born from a dead woman, a corpse that was hanging. Someone had army, there's war all the time in it, so I'm guessing that Guts' mother and probably his father too, because there was quite a few bodies hanging from this tree. And they hung, these people, whoever done it, hung Guts' mother, and she was pregnant. They hung her while she was pregnant. So they were pretty fucking ruthless people. And while she was hanging and dying, she went into labor and had Guts, and he fell into the mud and blood and, the hangman's jelly, which would be, the viscera, the shit, piss, and the blood, and everything else that comes off of a hanging dead body. There ain't no telling how long he had been laying there when Shisu, Gambino's wife, found him. And she wanted him because she always wanted a baby and she couldn't have one. I don't know if Gambino wouldn't let her have one or if she just couldn't have a baby for some, medical reason. But anyways, Gambino let Shisu have Guts, and that's what she named him, Guts. I think maybe Gambino named him Guts. I can't remember. I have to read it. Oh, I have to read it again. It's been a while. I haven't finished volume 1 yet. I need to go through it and finish it. And it's been a while since I read the first few chapters again. So, but anyways, I just wanted to make this video because he was an important dude. This is my favorite book series, like comic series, period. And I normally have very much hard time picking a favorite of things. Like, it's very hard for me to have a favorite video game because I like a lot of different video games. But I do have a favorite video game. It's Yaiba over here, Ninja Gaiden Z. This is my favorite video game ever. I wish there was a part 2 to Yaiba, but there isn't. It didn't sell that good. But that's my favorite video game ever, is Yaiba. And my favorite book series, manga, even real novel books. It don't matter. I don't give a shit if people don't consider comics as real books. I do. They're real art. They're they're literary masterpieces, some of them are. This is one of the literary masterpieces. This is my favorite book series ever. It is so dark, so gritty, so violent, so heartfelt, sad, happy. It's got every damn thing in it. Guts has a cannon arm. He loses his eye. He gets beat to hell all the time because he has this never say die attitude. He just is a kick-ass dude. He just does not quit. He does not quit. It is a damn good story of the human spirit and pretty much never giving up. And that's why I love it so much. And plus, I really like it that it's dark and gory and gritty. I love that about books like this. And I love it about anime. Because they will go there. They will be dark. They will be gritty. And like I said, this has, it actually gets into the guts getting molested part. It just doesn't say it. It shows it to you. It shows it to you. And it shows you, like, what it does to him. He hates being touched by anybody. He hates it. He'll kill you over touching him. It, it makes him where he cannot even have human affection anymore because of what it did to him on the inside and mentally done to him. He kind of blocked it out at first, but I think he remembers, but he kind of tries to block it out. But it's just such a strong and good story. I mean, like I said, it's really dark and it's brutal. So if you don't like really dark, brutal things, you won't like it. But if you can go through it, and maybe if you don't like the gory, dark, brutal things, but maybe you could push, maybe if you think, well, maybe I'll push through it, it is worth it. You will, it will like blow you away how good this book is. And his art, Kentaro's art, gets so much better as the series goes on. I mean, it's great in the beginning anyways, but see, like, this art is later. Like, this is book 2, and it is so much better in book 2 compared to book 1. And book 1 is fantastic art. See, like, book 1's art is fantastic also. But book 2, he steps up his game. And later on in the series, I've seen like artwork from later on in the series, and it will just blow your socks off. So do yourself a favor, pick up Berserk. Kentaro Miura, rest in peace. I pray for his family. I pray for his soul. May he rest in peace for eternity. Thank you for listening. To whoever listens to this and watches this, thank you for putting up with my babble. I just had to kind of show this to get this kind of off my chest because, like some of the other people say, which I don't know if they're legitimate or not, this kind of shocked me when I heard that he died. He'd actually died, I think, on the 6th of this month, but they waited till yesterday to release the news so his family could grieve a little bit. So, yeah, I just had to kind of get this off my chest. Thank y'all for listening. God bless. Take care of yourself and each other. See you.